Hello, my stamping friends. This is Holly Peterson. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And my last video, I showed you how I put these 4 cards together. And today, I'm going to show you how to make the holder to put them in. This is what I did in a class. And today, I'll be showing you with the paper that I used on the cards, plus fresh freesia. These 2 pieces measure 5 by 5 3/4. We have the designer paper for the front, and then the same color to cover the back, because we're going to be using some brads, and we need to cover up the little legs of the brad. So let's get started here by scoring. This is 8.5 by 11. And we use the whole sheet. With the 11-inch side at the top, we are going to score. We have the measurements here for us, 5 1/4 and 5 3/4. And with the 8-inch at the top, we're going to score at 6 and 6 1/4. So we're going to score at 5 1/4. And 5 3/4. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at 6 and 6 1/4. So here's 6. And I'll bring my arm out here. And 6 1/4. And that's it. That's as easy as it gets. So now we're going to remove the trimmer. And the short part is going to be the bottom. And we have a long skinny rectangle here and a little tiny rectangle there. I think you can see that on the video, hopefully. We're going to cut up this score line all the way to that second horizontal score line. And then we're going to remove that whole section. Let's see here. Just like that. And then we're going to take a bone folder and we're going to reinforce these score lines. Those little ones get a little bit tricky, but it's doable. Okay, the next thing we need to do, if you're going to decorate the front of these, those would be 5 by 2. I did not cut my paper for that, so let me grab my paper. I thought I was all ready, but evidently I'm not. So I'm going to cut this at 4 inches. By 5. And then I'm just going to cut this in half at 2. Just like that. Okay, so then we're going to glue these to the inside pockets here. And I like to use my liquid glue for that. A little crazy with my glue there. We'll take care of that. There we go. So once you have your paper onto your little pockets, I'm going to anchor these pockets with brads. So you want to make sure that it's square on the bottom. And then I'm using a tiny paper punch. And I'm just going to punch holes there. And then we do have round and square brads in black and white. So I'm going to take 2 of the white squares. And then we're going to just poke the brad through there. Sometimes I find it's easier to go through one layer and then go through the back layer. And then I like my brad kind of squared up, but the legs need to go up and down so that our paper will cover it. And if they're a little bit wonky, that's fine. I don't mind. We'll do the same thing on this side. Maybe. Just like that. Then if you want a closure on your, if you'd like to tie it closed, now would be a good time to add ribbon. And I'm taking, I think about 24 inches. I didn't really measure how much here. But what I found works best is to put some tear and tape down. Wherever you want the ribbon to be. And I think about right there is good. We'll do that on both sides. Then we will take the backing off of there. Should have brought my take your pick tool over here. That works better. But I think we'll get it. And then I'm just going to fold my ribbon in half to kind of get the center. And then that's what I'm going to put here. And then the tear and tape just holds it in place for us until we can get our front and back layers put on there. Like that. And then on the front, we are going to glue down our designer paper. Just like that. And then to cover up our brad and to help secure our ribbon, this is just the same color Fresh Freesia, and I'm just going to adhere that to the back. Press that in place. And there we have a cute little folio to hold our cards. If I can find what I did with the cards, here we go. And this will fit 4 cards with envelopes easily, depending on your embellishments. But then you can just tie that up. Into a bow. And then on the front, I decided to go ahead and use the Nested Essentials dies again. I use these for the labels. This time I'm going to use the banner pieces. And I cut one in black. And this particular piece of black already had adhesive sheet on it. So I'm just going to use that to maybe adhere to the front. And I think I'm going to give this as a gift. You know, maybe I have some leftover punch outs here. Maybe we'll want to put a leaf or 2 on here as well. Just like that. And then I cut out a smaller banner. This was the second to the largest, and then this is the third to the largest. And then I'm going to use some Memento black ink. And the stamp set that I'm using is the Layering Leaves. And I'm just going to put this little For You on it. It's a little bit tight, but I think it will fit. Just like that. And then on this, I might go ahead and use some dimensionals to pop that up. I have little ones handy here, so that's what we'll use. I'm going to stick one in the middle as well. I think we'll just leave it with the 1. And there we have it. A little card holder for our 4 cards that we made, plus 4 envelopes. I will have everything, all the pictures and everything on my blog at hollyscrafting.com. You can pop on over there, and I will link the videos. If you have any questions, please just let me know. I appreciate you stopping by today. Thanks so much.